Yo, what up, guys? Zeb Powell here, and you're tuning in to Out of Bounds.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Out of Bounds. I'm Rashad Milligan. We are joined here by a very, very special guest today, all the way out on you guys are in the West Coast right now, right? Utah?
Um, we're in the Rocky Mountains, I think.
The Rocky Mountains, all the way out in the Rocky Mountains, man. Zeb Powell, Zeb, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Man, I'm so excited to have you here. To have someone from different sports. It's always nice to have like the more extreme sports and stuff like that come on, and the winter sports and everything like that. But man, you're getting ready for the X Games here. I guess just with a couple years behind your belt now, you're no longer the young kid and like the new to like this is something now. Like the people coming up to you, the little kids asking for autographs and telling they look up to you, Zeb. Like it's a couple years. It's been a couple years since dude was you went over to dude on the you went viral the first time. It's been a couple years since then. You know what I'm saying? You're here
Yeah,
now. So how you feeling about 2023 X Games, and what are you looking forward to most this year?
I'm feeling good. I'm really just looking forward to doing my thing, like showing what I got. The medal will be sick, but I mean, I just want to do what I do. And that's snowboard and just kind of show off my style and my creativity, which is pretty sick off of knuckle. They're pretty fun. So
I heard it. And when you say sick, you are sniffling a couple times. Are you good?
I'm good. I think the weather tapped me a little bit, but I got some medicine in me. We're chilling.
I heard it. Okay, cool. So like I said at the beginning, it has been a couple years since you like blown up and gone viral and stuff like that. And now you're doing Wendy's commercials and all these other commercials and things like that. Just how have these past couple of years been for you? Like for you, just kind of living this entirely new lifestyle with this spotlight on you.
Um, it's definitely been a learning curve, but luckily I've had a lot of people around me that help me get me ready and like walk me through the motions, and it's just kind of cool to see it all come around full circle. It's like first year coming to X Games, I remember like walking in, I was like so scared and tripping, like what is going on? Like this is so new, and like it straight up feels like Hollywood, like for like any like young gun coming in for the first time. Like there's like all these pros you've seen and stuff. So to get used to it and like all the media and stuff, and like just kind of get used to like the swing of things is super cool. I'm like fully in it now. I'm just kind of hyped to do more.
No, I heard it. Is it when was the exact moment that it all changed for you, I guess, with recognition and stuff at X Games? What was it, the moment you went viral when you went overdue? Like what was that moment like for you?
Um, I think the real start was the first X Games I did. I just had like a pretty sweet performance off the bat, and like got the gold. And after that I just got so many people reaching out, like they were like so stoked on the performance and what I was doing, the color of my skin too, all of that. And just kind of made me realize, I was like, oh well, like this is like a real thing now. And then like after that I definitely felt the switch of like the eyes on me and the media and stuff. And it's just been cool to navigate and start really leaning into it all.
No, for sure, for sure. How cool is it, or how do you take it to be such a prominent figure? Like say like you're young, everything like that, like you're cool and stuff, but like it's people that send you these messages that's like our family had no hope until we turned on ESPN and we saw that. Like,
Yeah.
like how do you handle that like at such a young age?
um Honestly, I think it's like it was overwhelming at first, but it's kind of humbling. It's like I can do all this, like I can do all these tricks, and like I want to go, but it's like there's still so much more to do. I guess as far as like getting the word of snowboarding out there, um, being there, like kind of giving back to the community, and like learning about all that stuff. Because like truly, like right before X Games, I was just like kind of a snowboarder, and after I'm like oh well, like I'm a figure, like you got stuff to do, like more than just snowboarding now. So it's been cool.
But okay, what did that do for? I guess even digging deeper into that. What did that do for your blackness? Because I understand. I believe you were adopted, right?
Yeah.
So what did that do for like understanding your blackness? Did it do anything, or was it something that you were already kind of like conscious of?
Um, I don't think I was really conscious of it. Kind of the way I grew up. I was in a family with a lot of adopted kids, so we were like all different races and colors. So it wasn't really like I was never really thinking about color until I won, and then people like black people started reaching out to me and they're like, "Yo, like I didn't know I could do this," and I was like, "Oh, like dang, this is like a real thing." Like, so I gotta let them know. And I think it made me proud to be black for sure. Like something I didn't really think about. I've definitely leaned into that more, and kind of started like kind of leaning into the cultural side of things more and like wanting to learn more. So
It's kind of funny. It sounds like you went from just like going places and being like, I'm the only like kind of black kid. Like you went from that to like, oh man, these people. I'm like Martin Luther King.
there's like a few other black snowboarders before me, but like to be the first one to win X Games like on the big screen, it's like all eyes on you. So that it's crazy for sure.
And how it is. I was telling who was I telling this to last year? I forgot. It was Biney, Mame Biney. I was telling Mame
Yeah.
Biney this before the Winter Olympics out there. I was like, you know how it is when we watch TV. We all gonna be the whole family stand up. That's how it is. The whole family stand up watching the TV. They watching like this. Everything like that. Go, go, go. It don't matter what sport, what anything. If we see someone that look like us on there, man, we go crazy. So, like you said, the fact that you acknowledged that and saw that, that's just incredible and stuff like that. And I guess even going back to some of the off the sport and stuff like that, off the slopes, going into streetwear and everything like that. What are you really into now and stuff? Because I have my own personal takes on like what I'm seeing now in the trends and stuff.
Um, I think I don't know. I think a lot of it's inspired by the music I listen to too, like the artists I listen to, their style. Um, I don't know. I kind of want to keep it to my style still, like even though I like kind of cool streetwear that I see, and I kind of want to like take like kind of I like pick and choose from like all these different things to kind of formulate my style. I feel like I'm still kind of formulating it too. I was with like ASAP Berg stylist a few weeks ago. His name's Quasi Kessie, but he's been like kind of throwing me in like outfits that I wouldn't usually wear, and like wouldn't like I'd like kind of like brush off. But then I like step into them like, oh, like this is dope. So I think I'm just kind of like learning about streetwear and stuff right now. Like just kind of like in the studio, like cooking, like figuring stuff out, honestly.
No, no, no. That's dope. That's dope. The thing that I've seen like in the street where the trends is going baggy again, and it's been that way for a few months. And I just thought it was kind of weird, like how quick we went back to baggy. It's like fitted was the thing, and it's like if you weren't fitted, it's like what are you doing? This is in 2005, and then like 2 years later, it goes back to baggy. Like I guess just how have you felt about that entire transition back to baggy?
Well, the same thing's been happening in snowboarding too. So it's kind of sick. Like also talking to Quasi, he was like, people are really rocking with like snowboard fits now because like everyone in snowboarding is down with the baggy right now. But also like patches on like baggy like with the patches super like dope right now. But I've actually talked to some snowboarders and like, I'm kind of like over the patches now. So I don't know if it would do the same transition in like streetwear, but that's how it's going in snowboarding right now.
But I guess it's kind of like skateboarding, like snowboarding and skateboarding. They kind of set the fashion for everybody, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we're just kind of the way we do the sports and kind of like rebellious style. Like it's like that really has a take in fashion. So
Who are some of your other influences? You said it's like a lot of the artists you like. Who are some of the other artists you like and stuff, or you take fashion from?
Um, dang, I don't even really know. I mean, I'd say just influence wise and creativity wise, that's really what I'm taking from right now. Like I said, I feel like I'm still kind of formulating my fashion sense and stuff.
Who are you listening to right now?
A lot of Tyler the Creator, a lot of Isaiah Rashad, Joey Badass, SZA. I've actually honestly never been able to list them off so clearly. I always like blank the second they ask me, like anyone asked me, but yeah, like those are the really heavy hitters right now. There's definitely some
Tyler's
more.
and Tyler's due for one this year. I don't know if he's gonna do it because I felt like he toured and he promoted Call Me If You Get Lost so much more than I guess I feel like he's done the previous ones. But you know, he usually does every 2 years. So
Mhm.
this is the second year from Call Me If You Get Lost. I guess just kind of all right. So you said Isaiah as well. Do you like Dochi?
Doechii? Um, honestly, I do like the songs I have heard of her. I do like, but I haven't dove into her music a lot.
Okay. Dolce, she's like in that same because like that's when Isaiah Rashad introduced me with what you said, and then
Yeah,
you know like she's got the you know the breaker with SZA, but she's got some cool stuff too. I feel like she's under that boat. I feel like you will really enjoy her music and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, I guess just you know like what do you really listen to before? This is the same category, I suppose, but what do you listen to before you go out there?
Um, oh my gosh, it fluctuates so much. But I mean, a lot of that stuff right now, like I think just the way that I think Isaiah's just gotta like vibe to him, like with his beats and like what he raps about. And then SZA is just like her new album is just dope in general. Just so many different flows and like the way she like so many different flows and stuff. And then with Tyler, I think just his come up and how he like talks about his like where he is now. Like he's like kind of like I made it. So I think it's just cool to get the inspo. Like, yo, look what I did. You can do this. Like, we'll catch you here. Like, so
I think you know like what you said with SZA's new album, you know, she's going from like the basic kind of like the you know SZA like if you had to describe SZA, what songs would you give? She has that. She and then she came out with the rap like with the Jay Versace, you know, collabing with him, that the former Vine guy who's now a producer. You know, she's rapping on those tracks.
yeah.
And then she's got like the you know the like the 2000s Disney Channel rock thing going on and stuff too. So
Yeah.
it's like but that was refreshing when I heard that. I was like, finally something different.
Yeah, that
Um,
was so cool to
you
hear.
know, I was talking to my coworkers and stuff about, you know, they're going through Thug and Future from like their run in like 15, 16. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, like that into the B-sides and stuff like that, because like the mainstream hits were enough for me, the mega hits, because it all just kind of sounds the same after a while. So I like that when people twist it and stuff like that of what Sis is doing. And that's exactly what Tyler's doing as well. So I guess like I feel like your music taste is really kind of reflective of you and even your style just as a creative. At what point in life did you realize you were like a bit different and your creativity was kind of like on a different level than most people's?
Um, I don't really know. I mean, I think I've fully kind of fallen into that role and like realized that I am in the last few years. Like kind of like I'm like I think kind of fully starting to lean into it now. Like so there's a lot more to come as of like now. You know, like also like leaning into the music part of things too. It's like only like heightening the ambition to want to do like more creative stuff. But I think I really started realizing it just like I don't know, kind of from a young age. I was just always riding with like all my friends who snowboarded too, but they were always looking at me different. Like, what was that? Like, so I mean, I don't really like give myself too much credit. So I wasn't like thinking like, oh, I'm like, I'm really different. I just like I'm just doing my thing. But now it's like just from all the reactions and responses nowadays, it's like, oh, like we really are on a different level. Like now we need, let's go. Let's like do stuff with it.
What do you think in that? Because you were talking about it earlier about like, you know, having the right people around you and stuff. what in that like is the right balance of okay, yes, I'm different, I'm special, like I'm him, but also like I don't want to come off as a guy who walks around like Timothy.
In my Timberlands. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty easy for me actually. I mean, it's like I think I understand what I can do and stuff like that on a physical level, but I'm humbled on the fact that, from a director standpoint, producer standpoint, and anything designing standpoint, it's like I don't know anything. And then as well as just the way I kind of treat anyone I meet, regardless of if it's like a fan, someone who just started snowboarding, like someone who doesn't snowboard. It's like I don't really, I just like feel like a normal person when I meet someone. I don't like think of like I'm above them or like they're above me. It's like just meet them at eye level, regardless of who they are. It's like we're all humans at the end of the day. So that's like a no brainer for me.
You just said a word, Zeb. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it, man. They don't understand it. I mean, I think, I guess we play a role into that as well as media. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like us with pumping up people and da 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 da. But then, people like it goes into kind of like idolatry and celebrity worship and everything like that. And then that's where a lot of the issues come in and stuff like that. I guess just for anybody who wants to get into snowboarding right now, or say, yeah, let's be more specific. Young Black kids who want to get into snowboarding in 2023. What are some tips you can give them for balance? Uh, just everything, period. Because I see, I'm sorry for going on this, but my cousin, I have a cousin that moved over to Colorado, and she made a vlog, going on the slope, and like it was funny. It was funny to watch and stuff like that. But we're all in the back of our mind, like we've never like we are like, oh, we don't touch that. You know what I'm saying? So like, like what is some advice that you could give us as a first time or aspiring like snowboarders, or to at least do it in our free time or something?
hmm I mean, I'd say biggest advice, it's like kind of starting from ground zero with this corny saying, like, if you fall down, get back up. It's like that same concept goes into learning snowboarding over a few days. It's like if you have a bad day the first day, like go back and do it again. Like you got to give it like a solid week. And maybe it's like, the trip every weekend where like, you take 2 trips a weekend or something like that. It's like you kind of got to really focus up on it for a few days. Some people will get it on the first day, but some people will have sore butts by the end of the first day, hurt wrists. It takes a minute to learn, but once you get past that learning phase and can kind of start cruising a little bit, um, it gets a lot more fun. And then I'd say another big thing is just go do it with your friends, because you'll have a lot more fun like laughing at your friends while you're falling, or having your friends laugh at you while you're falling than you will like alone.
No, no, for sure, for sure. Have you ever seen, going back to Tyler, have you ever seen Tyler live?
I have not actually.
Well, what is your favorite, I guess, song from anyone? No, 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 no. I won't do it all time because like I don't know if I could do that. But favorite song at the moment.
Um, I guess kind of, I guess I'll just kind of correlate it to what we're talking about right now. Tyler's song Rise, I feel like that one's pretty sick. Just kind of inspiring too. Like,
Please don't go. Please just stay.
yeah. So
Man. Oh, I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
yeah, I guess it's just like the energy in it too. And like I said, when he's rapping about all that stuff, it's just like inspiring and like kind of feel it, you know?
I think that's the song he did someone from ASAP. I think it was I don't remember who it was. I don't want to throw out a name and it wasn't him. I think it was I think it I'll say it like this. I think before I look it up, and I think it was Nas. I think it was Nas, but I'm not sure where he was saying, just because you dress like me and we went to Paris at the same time, it doesn't mean I don't know. I love that song, man. And then Donald Glover tweeted that. He tweeted out that song. He never tweets. Like he just tweeted and deleted it or whatever for a day. So salute to Rise. That's a great one. How do you break dance on a snowboard?
That is just that. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I mean, I guess if I'm to track it back to anything, actually, my sister was a dancer when she was younger, and that's something I was like, dang, hip hop would be cool. So I started doing like a hip hop class. I did a hip hop class for like two 2 years, maybe like 1.5. It got in the way of snowboarding, so I stopped. But I always do this move where I like fall onto my back and then like kick up and then like flip over to my feet. And then that just started incorporating into snowboarding. So like that's kind of I guess the concept that it comes from, just like pushing off each shoulder and just kind of understanding like the weight management of it all. It's like I'll start getting like I start talking crazy about it honestly, but like on a basic level, just like I don't know, just like kind of pushing up the shoulders and stuff. Like learning from that dance class taught me how to bounce back up to my feet. Also, when I fall, like it's not really like a defeat thing, but I just like when I fall, I like hate being on the ground. So I like want to bounce back as fast as I can. So
Did it ever like maybe during the session you fell and then you like bounce back up using your breakdance kind of like training and then you were like, hey, I think I just came into something right here.
um no, I think it really just kind of started. Like I wasn't like, oh, this is a thing. I need to start doing this. It was just like just kind of happened. And I mean, if it's like any of my other snowboarding, there's no real rhythm or rhyme, like where I need to do this again or like I need to try this. It's really just like the most random, like crazy stuff that I do really doesn't come from anywhere. Or like it's not like I'm plotting it. It just happens.
That's what you call genius. That's what the creativity like. So some people they manufacture, it, other be just born with. You just born with it, Zeb. That's all it is. Him is him is. All right, man. I wanted to ask you if any rapper has approached you to be in their music video because, like, I don't know. I just think that would be dope to have, like, like you doing something on, on a slope. You got snow out there. People do like to do music videos with snow. You think of Migos and T-shirt and stuff like that. Doing in the snow, have you in the background doing tricks and stuff like that, and then cut to a cameo view of these breakdance. I feel like it's just kind of it makes sense. Has any rapper approached you with that idea?
Funny enough, right outside this door, we did a music video with ASAP Ferg and his Sewer Sounds crew. It didn't release,
Ferguson.
it didn't release, but we straight up did it like in the half pipe that's right outside. Like we did it there. And yeah, like Ferg had his like diamond grills in, his like diamond chain spinning it for us. We were like all just like so hyped. Like they were all so new to snow too, but like so hyped on it all. And I definitely will not forget that. And so yeah, that's the first one. Hopefully more to come. That'd be cool.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Are you so all right? So being with Ferg's stylist, and then having Ferg film his video that never came out with you guys, would you consider yourself an unofficial member of ASAP?
I wouldn't say ASAP, but I would say his new label and his like new sound he's coming out with his like rappers. I'd say I'm a part of his new label called Sewer Sounds, which is this.
Hey, so what I said about Nash 5 minutes ago, y'all forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good. We got sewer sounds in the building. Shout out, hey, shout out, Zeb, shout out, Zeb. Hey, man, hey, I know what it is. Zeb, I wanted to ask you. We only have a couple minutes left. I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite movement that you've ever done in life?
Um, dang, favorite move. You know, I'd say, have you seen like where they get on my back and do this flip off the knuckle?
Yeah,
I'd say the first time I did that, without the flip, it was just like a concept in my mind first. But the first time I did that, there was no flip in it, but I just did it. And it worked so well, like first try. I remember just being so happy and like hyped, like writing down after it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like something so new and like so much fun. and it was like just like fully thought out. And I think that was like one of the coolest moves I've ever done, and it's like turned into something beautiful too. So
I guess just wrapping up with all the kids watching, man. We talked about you talked about Tyler, you talked about Rise, you talked about motivation, you talked about how you felt your first X Games, how you feel now. Just what do you have to tell the kids, man? What do you have to tell the black kids right now that's watching you right now that they're watching all of your interviews? They look Zeb Powell, Zeb Powell. They look it up, especially around this time of year, X Games and stuff like that. They look up to you. What do you have to tell that young black kid right now?
um, don't give up. Like keep that ambition up too. I think a big part of my rise to this was just ambition, and that ambition is still going, still fueling me in different ways now. But the ambition was the biggest part of it, just like kind of this sense to, you know, prove yourself or keep going or, learn something new, like do it your own way. Ambition was like a huge driver in my sport. But I mean, also on another corny note, just have fun. Like literally keeping it fun, like whether it's filming, writing half pipe so style or doing what I do, like whichever one like you're having the most fun in, I think that's the most important to like getting to where you want to be. Because that's what separates the work from like the passion.
Boy, you dropping some gems today. Zeb Powell, we appreciate the time so much, man. Y'all
Yeah.
follow Zeb on social media, man. Check out all his commercials, all his endorsements, support the kid. X Games, y'all make sure to tune in. And you gotta support Zeb. I mean, you heard of him, the man himself. Shout out ASAP, shout out Sewer Sounds, man. You already know what it is. Shout out Tyler, shout out Rocky, shout
Hey,
out Ferguson, shout out SZA, shout out Isaiah Rashad. Until next time, I'm Rashad Milligan for Out of Bounds. Take care of yourselves.
thank you.